Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity! Let's continue developing Chicago. So last time we built a whole bunch of commercial zones there, and that's going to be the last of them that I build. But I am going to build another coal power plant because I'm going to need them for the remaining residential and industrial zones that will make up the majority of the rest of the city. I would also like to build an extra police department over here to help develop these residential zones, but I'm not going to be building any more zones this year. I want to save up my money and then go from there. Meanwhile, we've got all of these commercial zones to keep an eye on over here. Looks like we'll be able to keep the C-tops, well, at least on the left, merging appropriately, or correctly, properly, whatever. I also want to put a police department to the left here, eventually, when I build more residential zones over there. But the commercial zones are fine with the way the city's going right now. And I do have quite a few residential zones that I want to build in this quadrant of the city. But for now, yeah, I'm going to need a lot more money than what I've got now, because I'm going to be building a lot of industrial zones in the near future. Maybe not next year, but soon enough, soon enough. But, oh right, there we go. We got another C-top there, just 3 more to go, and then we'll never have to deal with that again. Normally, I wouldn't be able to build more residential or industrial zones without disrupting the zone demand balance in the upper right there. But because the city is so large, it really skews how the zone demand works. So I can actually build quite a few residential and industrial zones. As long as I keep them balanced with each other, that'll be fine. The commercial zones won't have a problem, and we can just leave them like that. Let's see, with the industrial zones, I want to have 2.3 residential levels per industrial level from the zones that I develop. And since I'm done with developing our tops, I can just figure that out directly with residential zones maxing out at level 5 and industrials at level 4. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to build absolutely everything I want right now. Actually, though, right now, yeah, you see, now they're starting to develop back to normal. But yeah, one thing I want to do over here is I want to have 2 police departments up there instead of just the one, because as you can see, the residential zones down below are having a bit of a hard time there. So there's an 8x8 region between the 2 police departments now, and that'll really help out with the remaining development here. Okay, so we got all those. But yeah, let's keep an eye on the commercial zones as is. Yeah, maybe slow things down to power up the new police departments, and then we'll be good to go. But my next goal right now is to get up to 600,000 citizens. So I'm going to need quite a few residential zones to get the job done there. Oh, if we can get the bottom 2 to merge right now, that would be very nice. Instead of, like, the middle 2 of those. And apparently there's a dog outside who's really upset for some reason. Oh well, I don't know if my microphone's picking that up. But it'll be fine. Or at least we'll be fine here. I'm just thinking if maybe I could build the police department here, but I don't think so, not yet. So let's wait a bit on that. It is taking a while for some of these C-tops to develop. There we go! Squeaky wheel gets the grease, or whatever the expression is, I don't know. But in any case, we don't need to worry about that anymore. Let's see how we're doing up here. Yeah, now the residential zones are developing back to normal. Although I am a little surprised that it was giving me so much trouble there. Like through the wall of commercial zones that I've got. Especially since we're on the edge of the map, so half of that pollution is going off the edge of the city, so I don't care about that. And also, there's only one layer of industrial zones, so it's not like I have a whole bunch of really concentrated pollution over there. Same thing over here, too. I'm surprised that affected so many zones, but here we got a much greater concentration of industrial zones. Not so much that the pollution is directly affecting the residential zones, because it's not, but the pollution is reducing the land value, which increases crime. So that's why the police department is being so effective over here now. Maybe we could get some of these lower or low-class residential zones going on. But, okay, so for now, I would like to build a lot of new zones. So let's see, from here, well, let's see how many we've got so far. So no more commercial zones, those are all done. I would like to build 3 residential and 32 industrial zones. I'll probably end up losing money on the deal because there's so many industrial zones, but that's the only way I'm going to be able to increase my population from here. Okay, so we got 3 there. Let's see what we can do in this quadrant, since I didn't build any industrial zones over here earlier when I was developing. Yeah, we only need a couple little tiles of rail there. Okay, so we got 13. Whoops, yeah, that's a little off-center there. Let's try that one again. Okay, so 13, 14, 15. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's, what is that, 18 then? So I need 14 more, and I would like to put them in the northeast quadrant. Whew, I'm barely gonna have the money to do this, if I'll have the money at all, really. Well, we'll find out. Let's, get those going. Okay, so I need 7 more here, I think. Yeah, that'll be fine. Although I'm not going to have the money for all of them. Yeah, I'm just a little short. Well, that's okay. I can build more later. Okay, where's the residential zones that I built? Okay, yeah, let's keep an eye on these. I don't know how the one already developed, but good for me, I guess. But yeah, let's get these moving. Maybe I shouldn't have built those police departments yet, or so quickly, but oh well. Let's see, did we finish the donut chain? Not quite yet. Get that one done, and then I can build some more residential zones in, well, what few gaps I have in the southeast quadrant here. Let's see, I'm probably still going to need another power plant in the near future, because I needed all the extra power to build, or to power the new industrial zones. Oh, are we on, yeah, we're on the fastest speed. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem with such a large city. So much lag. Oh well. Let's see, over here I have room for a few residential zones, but not many. I decided to put a few more residential zones in the southeast quadrant than I did before, because I thought my city was going a little bit too far to the northwest, as far as like where the center of the city goes. So I decided to move it down here a little bit with more accurate measurements of where the center of the city is and how far we are from that. Okay, one more level. Well, technically 2 for each of the commercial zones there. Yeah, unfortunately, since I have the power line going right into the train station, I don't have a rail on that tile going in there. If you actually build the rails there first, before trying to build a power line there, you won't be able to build it there. But we are able to build another C-top. Yes. Okay, all C-tops ready to go. Fully powered up. Let's see, I'll only be able to build a few more zones here, but I think we'll be fine. At this point, I'm not worried about, like, the total zone ratio. I'm only worried about the residential to the industrial zone level ratio there. Okay, so we get all of that going. Let's see where my numbers are. I think I was short on an industrial zone. Yeah, okay. So let's build 3 industrial and 4 residential zones. And that's all I'm going to build, because if I build more, I'm going to need even more power plants. So, yeah, we'll have to be careful there. Well, now that we got the police up here, we might as well build more residential zones. I'm trying to build them somewhat closer to the center of the city, so I get better land value and thus better taxes. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, that ought to be good enough for now. Save the rest. So my taxes collected are going to go down because of all the new industrial zones that I built that are reducing the land value. But from here, it should go up again. I just need to get things somewhat balanced first, and then we'll be fine. But I do need to build... Oh, okay. I thought I didn't get that residential zone built in there. Okay, there we go. Now we can fast forward until we get a lot more development out of these zones. Unfortunately, though, because, yeah, they're getting pretty close to the edge of the city, they're not going to develop extraordinarily well. I wonder if I could have, like, gotten rid of some more of the police departments in the middle of the city and maybe put more along the edges where my residential zones really need to have that level of police coverage. Yeah, maybe I could have optimized that a bit more. Originally, I did think about spreading out these police departments here, but I didn't want to do it with the way I had things set up now, because, like, I used to have police department headquarters where I have that library there, like I did in the previous city, but I decided to move that to the southeast quadrant because I have so few total police departments that I can't simply build enough of them to unlock the first police headquarters. And we only get 3 of them, so I figured let's not put any headquarters in the northwest quadrant where I started. And that way, that'll give me enough time and money to build enough police departments to unlock a police headquarters for the next quadrant. I also probably should have unlocked the second train station while I had the 20% tax rate. That was like a relatively impromptu thing that I was thinking of doing to better optimize the city's developments. Mostly to help out the early cash flow. Now it's not really a problem, or not as much of a problem. The real problem is going to be building a lot more rails. For now, I'm going to try and build most of my new residential and industrial zones where I already have rails, or at least I don't need to build any more of them. Because, I mean, if I build them all right now, or even before, it would cut my net income in half there. Wow, I'm surprised I'm gaining 2,000 per year still with all these new industrial zones. Unfortunately, though, we need another power plant before building any more, because of all the new industrial zones that I built. So, yeah, it does move things up quite a bit. But I think that's still the way to go, so that way I don't start losing residential or industrial zone demand. Why do I have the time moving on slow? I don't need that. I don't have anything new. yeah, even with these police departments here, it's still giving us a little bit of a hard time to get these developed. Eventually, I could increase the funding to the police department when I no longer care about income. Once I have everything built, that might help out a little bit. But really, I don't want to go any lower than 71%, or it's just not worth it to have them around. So with all of the residential zones that I'll be developing, I'm going to end up with, I think, 383 of them, and the rest will be industrial zones. Though I might not even build all of those industrial zones because, well, past a certain point, I'm not going to be able to build more residential zones. And then the industrial zones will actually start losing demand. Again, I probably could have optimized the city a little better in that respect. But as it is, there's only so much I can do with that. And besides, I mean, the real goal is to get up to 600,000. Anything else after that is, well, better, I guess. But, I mean, yeah, there's not really much of a point going beyond 600,000. But alright, we're almost there. Let's see, for the next batch of zones, I'll build, yeah, at least 4 residential and 2 industrial. I'll probably have enough money to build another batch, but I want to be careful with how many residential zones I build at once because of the possibility of spawning hospitals or schools, none of which are present in my city anymore. Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same in my dystopias. Well, this will be the last one, at least, for now, until the next SimCity game or something. Maybe even Sim Tower. I remember playing that on the Macintosh back in the day, too. I think I played more 2000, but the Tower one was pretty cool, too. Okay, so, let's see. Let's double check my numbers here. Okay, perfect. So yeah, let's just go 4 and 2 for a while here. Okay, so from about here, yeah, we can just fill in all of these without a problem. And then let's get a couple more to fill in the gaps over here. That ought to be good enough for now. And then let's see. Oh, I could put a power line over here. Just to get a little backup going there. Once we get these things going, then we can build a whole bunch more. Or if it gets to February, then I'll just turn up the speed a little bit. Yeah, I don't really care what class the residential zones are going to develop into at this point. Whatever it is, it's fine. I'm not going to be developing tops or anything like that. Okay, so we got a bunch of those. Now, yeah, let's slow things down a little bit. Let's get a few more of these. Let's see, I need 4 and 2 again. Okay, so yeah, let's get one more over there. That ought to be good enough. Oh, I need the industrials, right. Yeah, just try and fill in the gaps that are closer to the middle of the city. So that way the center of the city is pretty balanced. Oh, did I? Well, it looks like I got the new residential zones powered up. Well, whatever works. I meant to do that. Yeah, it seems to take a while to get the residential zones off the ground, I'm afraid. Especially now. Let's see, as far as from here, I think I could build more residential and industrial zones. I have the money. But I would be a bit concerned about possible hospitals or schools coming around. So let's wait for these to get going and then we'll... Ah, okay, well, we got a hospital. And what about over there? Okay, nothing over there yet. Yeah, it'll depend on how many schools and hospitals I get. So let's see, I would like to have at least 800 to build 6 zones while looking out for hospitals or schools. Okay, we're good up there. I mean, I can understand this one not wanting to develop because of all the crime in the area, but okay, well, we're good over there. Then we just got this one to go. Okay, I think we're good. We can build some more. Okay, so we've gotten everything filled in around here. Okay, then I need, let's see, 4. Yeah, 4 and 2. We can still do that. And yeah, I also want to get into the southwest quadrant a little bit. And that'll be the last of them. Okay, so we get all those. And then, yeah, let's just fill in the gap there. That ought to be good enough. Industrial zones don't, like, directly care about where the center of the city is or where they're positioned. It has no influence on their growth. But I do care about their position changing where the center of the city is for my residential zones. So I gotta be... I want to try and balance them, well, as reasonably as I can, or can be done. But so far we're looking pretty good. Looks like the residential zones took the hint. Or maybe not. I could have spoken too soon, as I so often do. And it's the Bailey curse. Okay, let's try this one again. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes when I build these zones, they, like, won't even go through the power-up phase. They'll just instantly be ready to go. Like when I paused there earlier and the zone already started developing on its own. Oh, well. Okay, there we go. Got that moving. Then let's fast forward to get even more money. Pass go and collect our $2,000. I mean, it's 2040, you know. The rates have gone up. But alright. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to build mostly around here. Yeah, it looks like I've already gotten... Oh, I can put some over here, too. Okay, so we got some more space to work with. But I'm going to start over here because the ones in the southeast quadrant are just so far away. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so I could build 4, and I think I'm going to build 3. Yeah. Yeah, let's go 4 and 3 on the residential and industrial zones. Let's see. Okay, so get that. Yeah, oh wait, there's one, yeah, over here. That's a bit far away, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so 4 of those, and then 3 industrials. Maybe fill in the gap over here, eventually. Okay, then, yeah, we could go 4 and 2. I think we're still okay as far as power distribution goes. Okay, then, yeah, I'm just going to keep going in the northeast quadrant for the industrial zone since I neglected it so much. Okay, get those. Oh, I probably should have waited a little bit on the residential zones, seeing which ones turn into hospitals or schools, but, well, it's fine. I mean, how many of them could spawn here? Well, we'll find out today! Doing pretty good on the population, at least. I'm gonna wait a little bit before bulldozing the hospital. Give the citizens some false hope, and then pull the rug out from under them. Okay, well, in this case, yeah, let's just go with the 1, then. Get that one powering up. Okay, I think we're good. Then fast forward to get more of these developing. I could build another chunk of zones And I think I will. Let's see, how are we doing here? Okay, so yeah, 4 and 2 will be good enough. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep working around here. And then, okay, so 4 there and 2 up here. Okay, that ought to be good enough. Yeah, we don't need to really care about or keep an eye on the industrial zones. They don't care, and I don't care. Oh, no, I think we're good. I was thinking, though, when I was practicing earlier today, I built only the upper zone here, and it didn't have power there, and that's what I was thinking was just happening, like, oh, I didn't connect, but because I had the lower one there this time, that transferred power over here. But it would probably be a good idea to create a backup anyway. Or we could get a hospital to spawn. Why not? Yeah, typically in like a group of 4 zones, one of them would spawn a school or a hospital. But if you destroy that one, oftentimes it'll just spawn another one as though it's stuck in the same spot in the RNG tables, and I'll have to build another one. So I figure $800 per chunk of zones. That'll get the job done. I'm just concerned about the population density in the area, but we do have good police presence over here. So we should be fine. Yeah, they're developing just fine. They want to go low class? Hey, go nuts. Same population either way, as far as I'm concerned. Not as good on the property taxes, but, well, it's a give and take, I guess. Now, I wonder if there's a way that I could, like, improve the lag going on with such a big city, or if it's just the nature of the game and there's nothing that I can do about it. I mean, I wouldn't know. I remember when I was a kid, like, playing Legend of Zelda or some games that had, like, a lot of sprites on screen at once, and it would lag, of course, with so many sprites at once. But as a kid, I didn't know what lag was. I just always thought that was like an intentional thing, like for dramatic effect or something. Like, I mean, I didn't think of it that way as a kid, but looking back on it, yeah, maybe something like that is going on there. I don't know. I just thought that was how it was supposed to be. But, okay, so we got a whole bunch more here. Let's see, how many more zones can I build? Okay, I can go 4 and 2, I think. Wait, how many we got? Yeah, I can build 4 and 2, but that's about all I'm going to be able to do before needing another power plant. Am I out of room down here? Yep, okay. So the northwest quadrant, I think, is the only place where I have room for more power plants. But yeah, let's make sure that I've got enough power for all these without getting a prompt. Sometimes it's required to go through this process and wait for things to load up for the game to let you know whether you have enough power to go around or not. Yeah, let's also make sure that these will develop properly. Okay, there we go. Let's double check the power distribution. Okay, very nice. Yeah, we can fill things up pretty quickly in the city now that I don't have to worry about zone placement nearly as much. But can we develop this city up to 600,000 people? Find out next time on Let's Play SimCity. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day. Where's all of the disasters anyway?